This is the Engwe P26, a 250 watt UK legal commuter style e-bike with a 100-kilometre range, stunning good looks and a few hidden secrets. We'll of course do a hill climb, brake and top speed tests, and we'll see how accurate that claim of 100 kilometres range actually is. But first, let's take a very quick look at how it arrived and what it came with. As always with Engwe bikes, it was averagely packed and it went together really easily apart from the bit when I was trying to turn something the wrong way. I was extremely happy to see those little hooks on the wheel washers that help stop the wheel falling off if the nuts ever become loose, a lovely bit of peace of mind that all bikes should have. I wasn't so impressed with seeing the non-UK plug and rubbish little adapter that Engwe still insist on supplying though. But apart from that, it was all good. Apart from...
Oh, hang on. Right, what gear am I in? Right, hopefully that should allow the gears to move.
That can happen in transit, but as you can see, it's an easy fix.
So once it's all together, it's a very nice looking e-bike. It's got front and rear lights, the rear being brake lights. It's got front and rear mud guards. It's got the rear rack that feels solid. And it's got 26-inch diameter, 1.95-inch thick, non-fat tyres, which means they're not too thin that they're only for the road, but they're not so fat that they're detrimental to the range. It's as if the Engwe board got together and said, right, we need to design the perfect commuter e-bike. And they came up with this.
The way the frame drops down, but in a very purposeful way, flowing with the lines of the bike, suggests that this is a unisex bike. It's not like a traditional ladies bike. If you want it to look a little bit more rugged or cooler, you could take off the mudguards and the rack, but then you're missing the point of the bike. It's a commuter bike that happens to be good looking. It's about the function, not the looks.
So far you're hearing things like commuter, legal, mudguards, rear rack, things that are good to know, but not particularly exciting. I mean, it is a legal e-bike after all. But delve into the settings and lock the top speed, hold down the throttle and the brake as you turn on the bike for 10 seconds, and then the bike becomes, well, let's take it to America.
Apparently, after unlocking the speed, the max assistance speed is 35 kilometers per hour, or about 22 miles per hour. Let's see if we can get that, throttle only.
At the moment, the speedo and the GPS look pretty similar. That's good. We've got 17 miles an hour. I'm 100 kilograms. Okay, speedo's got 18. We are in zone 5, full throttle. Right. 17 to 18 miles per hour, just throttle for me. That's what I'm getting.
And of course, we'll have to see how fast we can go with pedaling.
Right, now I'm gonna see what kind of speed we get with a light pedal. So 19. Let's push it up. 20. I could see myself maintaining this for a decent amount of time, maybe if it was a bit fitter. Come on. 22. We're gonna run out of road. 20. 21. Feel a lot of resistance. 22-ish. Now, another cool feature about the P26 as I approach this island is the throttle. I'm in speed assist 2, but, and here I am stopping again, but when I pull the throttle, it gives maximum power. So to get away at lights, to get away at roundabouts, whatever, I don't have to keep shifting into speed assist 5 to get the maximum power away from them. I can just pull the throttle and it's sorted. Here we are, the lights, get the throttle, helps away. There we go.
Not only can you unlock the speed and throttle, it also has 40 Newton meters of torque, which is quite good. Its hill climbing ability should be 7 degrees, which is actually a bit more than Sandy Lane, so let's see how far up it will take us.
3, 2, 1, go. Hill climb P26. We've got 8 miles an hour, 9 miles an hour, 40 Newton meters of torque. What does that get us? We're about to hit the first lamppost. We're only going 12 miles an hour, 11.5 miles an hour. I passed the penis post. We're definitely not going to get all the way up there. I'm going to get ready to pedal, slowing down. Just about past the tree. We're going to get past the big tree, past the leaves. We're going to get past the grip box. Uh-oh, we're dying. And I'm gonna call it no.
So it failed the Sandy Lane hill climb on throttle alone, but of course with pedalling it goes up it with ease and without me breaking a sweat. I did think that 40 Newton meters of torque may have allowed it to go a bit further, but to be fair, for a 250 watt e-bike it did as expected.
I'd have to go into first gear if I wanted to, or could I? Yep, just about. Shimano Tawny gears taking a while to shift into position. They're alright gears if they're really well adjusted, but if they're not really well adjusted, they can be a bit rubbish.
Something that's worth noting about the bike is that it's not a foldable e-bike. Whilst foldable bikes don't necessarily mean you can fold them and take them on the bus, they're usually too heavy or big for that, it does at least make it easier to get into the car or hide under a table in a flat. The bike isn't super heavy at 26.2 kilograms, but you still wouldn't want to be taking it up the stairs too often. Luckily, you can easily remove the battery, turning the key makes it pop open and you can take it away in a few seconds. Much quicker than getting the battery out of a foldable e-bike. You don't need the keys in the battery to ride the bike, they just lock the battery in place.
Now another thing I like about this bike is the lockable front suspension. Now I do like suspension, but not all of the time. Like if you're on a bit of a bumpy road like this, then it helps. But if you're going through a smooth city or town, then you don't really need it. Plus, you can actually decrease your range by making your ride less efficient. So it's really good that you got the choice. You've got another dial, which I thought was preload, but it doesn't seem to actually do anything. So, right, it's open now. Right, let's test that suspension out, some bumpies. Ugh, it's a hard tail though. Bum still hurts. Whoa.
So since this is a commuter e-bike, it's good that if you're mostly riding through towns and cities, you can lock the suspension out. This is a really nice addition since the C20 Pro didn't have a way to lock out its very clunky suspension. By the way, the C20 Pro might be worth having another look now because they've actually replaced that clunky suspension and it is now lockable. Other nice additions on the P26 are more adjustability on the saddle, helpful to get comfortable on a long commute. Having said that though, I would describe the comfort of the saddle as average at best. The P26 has front and rear lights which are fine, nothing groundbreaking, but they'll allow you to be seen. The very chunky and adjustable kickstand is a very nice feature. The monochrome LED computer is very nice. The cable management is good and the bell, well, it's a bell.
There's so much to like about this bike, but two of the things that I don't like so much are the Shimano Tawny gears, which I can deal with. They're not the best. They're on most of my e-bikes. Same with the mechanical disc brakes. They're okay, but hydraulics are better. Right, time for a brake test. To get to 20 miles an hour from this concrete thing. That's not too bad.
Now let's talk about that range. 100 kilometers with assistance. I got about 40 miles, mostly in top assist level, doing the hill climb, so a good mix of terrain. I think that's pretty good considering I'm nearly 100 kilograms. If you keep it in assist level 2, then just use the throttle when needed. I reckon you could actually get close to that 100 kilometer range if you weighed, let's say, about 70 kilograms. The 36 volt 17 amp hour battery in the P26 works out at 612 watt hours, which isn't a huge capacity, it's less than Engwe's M20, but this is a proper bike. It's not a comfort cruiser. You can easily pedal this bike and help it out a lot. You don't want to be pedaling the M20 if you can avoid it. All in all, it's a very good commuter e-bike that just happens to look a lot prettier than your average city bike, but not too pretty that you can't feel manly on it. It comes in grey as well as the blue in this video, and at £999 it's extremely good value. As always with Engwe, you do get a lot for your money. This bike is all about the range, practicality and the stunning good looks. It's beautiful on the inside as well as the outside. That brings us to the end of this review. If you found it helpful, then don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, and if you are interested in purchasing the bike, then please consider using the affiliate links in the description. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but it does help the channel a lot. And don't forget, if you do like e-bikes, then we have loads of other reviews and more will be coming. Subscribe if you don't want to miss that. It's absolutely free. And until next time, ride safe.